Good morning, guys. Let's go ahead and start with Ivanka Trump's line. Now, remember how many stores were dropping her stuff? Remember that? And, well, guess what? Record sales are being reported for the Ivanka Trump brand, despite calls for shoppers to boycott retailers with the Trump name. The fashion line reported sales have skyrocketed since the beginning of February. So when will these retailers, when will these CEOs pull their head out and realize that, hey, guess what? Maybe we need to stop banging away at the Trump name. I don't know. They're pretty stupid. ISIS claiming taking claim for the attack in Kabul, Afghanistan. They went to a military hospital, killed 30 people, and ISIS, of course, is real proud of that. Many countries now have begun to realize it's like, and keep in mind, before with Obama at the helm, they didn't dare go after ISIS. Now with Trump, they can go after him. So yeah, the game has changed. And then you have Obama. He's furious about these wiretapping claims. Well, of course he's furious. Why wouldn't he be? The guy stands to go to jail. And he knows he's guilty as hell. And it's not just him, but it's everyone around him. These people are scared to death. They really are. That's not an exaggeration by any means. They realize what they're up against. They know they got the goods on them. There are people coming out of the woodwork talking about this. As Cynthia McKinney said, if Trump actually goes after all these pedophiles high up, he will bring down the Democrat and Republican Party. She says it goes all the way to the top, which means it goes to the Clintons, it goes to the Obamas, it goes all the way, period. And it goes all the way down through. And not just in this country, Great Britain, France, Germany, all over the place. That's why you see these people wanting Trump to be done away with any way they can. Planned Parenthood, they rejected a plan, an offer by Trump saying, I'll give you the funding if you stop aborting babies. Well, as we know now, it's the aborting of babies where they make so much money. It's those aborted babies that give them their money to do the things that they want to do. And to pay the salaries that they want. And so, Lord only knows how much money has gone under the table. I don't know how these people can live with themselves. I really don't. I don't know how they look in a mirror. But they have no conscience. As I've said for a long time, these people are psychotic. They're not all there. They're not, they may have a full deck, but it's all scrambled. Remember, they're sociopaths. They're psychotic. Khizr Khan, he said, well, I can't. Number one, all of a sudden he can't verify anything. He's talking out his butt. He didn't like that his 15 minutes of fame were over. So now the Democrats are trying to put him back in, and here you say this and that, and we'll give you this amount of money. The guy is really, he's a punk. That's all he is. He's worthless. And, his 15 minutes of fame are definitely over. And then you have wildfires that have spread across Oklahoma, Kansas. It's, they're just going crazy with these wildfires. And, here we've had so much snow in this area, there's no way a wildfire is going to happen. And so, anyway, that's what's going on there. with all the wildfires. And then Stephen Hawking, you know, they keep pulling him out, saying, yeah, the end of the world, this is what could cause it, you know, something. I don't know that anybody even listens to him anymore. And they're just propping him up. Keep in mind, Stephen Hawking is a regular at Jeffrey Epstein's Lolita Island, okay? Dan Rather, he's saying the White House is in paranoia. No, Dan, you and the rest of all your media whores, you're paranoid. You know that a lot of you are going to jail for a whole host of reasons. And, you know, when Dan Rather first retired, he came out and he stated quite clearly, he said, look, 90, 95, 98% of what you hear from these people, it's all written out for them. They're told what to say, when to say it, how to say it. He said they're controlled. And he said, for the first time in my media career as a journalist, he said, am I able to actually say what I want to say? And then it was like less than a year later, he's going back to work for the media networks. My guess is they had stuff on him, they told him to shut up and do exactly as they said, and so he did. And then Hillary. Who does she want to see run in 2020? Well, I can tell you now who she wants to see run. Anyone who won't put her in jail. Or if she's in jail at the time, someone who will let her out. And then one of you guys had a great, I about died laughing. You know, the CIA, they've come out, you know, the WikiLeaks and everything, and how they can listen to everything we say and do through our phones and everything, which I've known for a while. But anyway, so the guy said, I'm going to strap a phone to my dog's butt, and they can listen to my dog fart all day. Anyway, I just thought it was funny. And then Governor Bentley down in, where is it, Alabama or Georgia? I think it's Alabama. He's up for impeachment. One of the viewers said that apparently he was using taxpayer money to keep his mistress. Not legal. And then as, you know, the Gulf of Tonkin was a false flag. Never happened. And in fact, there is a little video. It's very short. It's Secretary of Defense McNamara. And he's like walking away from this person. He goes, yeah, so the Gulf of Tonkin never happened. So what? So what? And he just turns and walks away. They're, you know, and look at the number of people. Millions of people died. Do they care? No. No, they don't care. No. Anything to achieve their ends. Anything to appease their owners. They're just puppets. And they're sick. They're sick puppets. They really are. They don't care who dies. They don't care who gets hurt. They don't care who starves to death. They don't care any of that. They're really psychotic. And I can't, you know, so for those of you who don't think that they really are psychotic or sociopathic, trust me, I didn't think so either at first. It takes a while for it to come to you. But eventually you realize it's like, oh, the bald-headed old fart, he really is right. They really are messed up. Anyway, that's all for now. God bless y'all. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.